FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, CONCACAF final round post-match press conference. We're going to start with Jonathan Osorio for a couple of minutes, and we will start with Stephen Milton from the Hamilton Spectator and Derek Mendes. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wonder if you could just tell us what it feels like right at this very moment.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting. It's a huge win for all of us. This is one of the better teams in the world that we just played against, but we protected our home ground and the way we fought for each other today on that field in a tough game, in a really, really tough game for a lot of different factors. It's amazing, and it just goes to show how much of a family that this team is and how much we're willing to fight for each other to reach our objectives. And this win is something I think down the line we'll never forget. At the same time, it's 3 points. It's what we came here to get, and now we enjoy this tonight, and we look forward to the next game and getting 3 points in that one.
I wonder if you could address as a follow-up Milan Borjan.
Milan, he's just come up huge for us time and time again. I have no words for the performances that he has been putting out there for us, making these huge saves for us in big moments. And this is a guy that loves this program, so it's amazing to see him doing this for us. And but we trust him. We expect that from him because we know how good he is, and so we expect those saves, and we know going into games that he's going to have to save us a couple of times maybe in games, and he does it. He's ready for the moment every time. So just amazing to see the performance that he put through for us today.
Thanks, and congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Derek, go ahead with a question. Thank you.
Hey, Jonathan, congratulations on the win. I just want to ask you about that first goal, and can you just maybe talk me through your part in it, and how important was it to score that goal, and how it kind of changed the dynamics of the game, such an early goal?
Yeah, I think an early goal in these games is what sets the tone, and this is what we aim to do. This is what we aim to do as a team. We wanted to high press them, and we did. I thought we started the game really, really well. We high pressed them, and we got them in a situation where they had to kick the ball up to a 50-50, and Kamal did a great job of doing his job, winning the first ball and putting in an area where I can make a touch on it or play on it, and I just tried to touch it and get it quickly to our forwards, and then our 2-star forwards did their thing. They combined, and Kyle, he's automatic, and he puts the ball in the net for us. And it was a great start. It's what we needed. It's what we wanted. And it was exactly what we needed in the game. Obviously, as the game went on, they took a little bit of control, and they had most of the control for most of the game. But I'm just so proud of how the team defended today as a unit, and we didn't give much away. And the fight out there for each other is just an amazing thing.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take one question from Neil Davidson, and then we'll bring in the next player.
Thanks, Richard. Congratulations, John, and congratulations on your 50th cap the other night.
Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it.
I'm wondering, do you allow yourself now to look at the round-robin standings and do the maths about what's needed?
No. We're looking forward to the next match and getting 3 points in that one as well. I think, no matter what happens, no matter what stage we're at, we want to finish. We want to stay undefeated. We're undefeated right now. The only team that's undefeated, and we take pride in that. And so this is just another 3 points. It's a big win, but it's another 3 points, and we look forward to the next game now to keep being undefeated, keep being hard to play against, and keep winning these games. We want to stay on top of this region.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. You can come out. We're going to bring in the next player now.
Okay, thank you.
We've got Sam Adekugbe for 3 minutes before we bring in the head coach. Laura Armstrong from the Toronto Star, please.
Hey, Sam, congrats on the win. I wonder if you could walk us through that goal and what it was like to score in that moment for Canada.
I just tried to get the first contact, and then I saw the center back dive in, and I saw us through on goal, and I shot it and I scored. And then it was just a lot of emotions running through me. I was super grateful for the moment. And then when my teammates got close to me in the celebration, I was just so happy. You know, it was an important victory for the team, and we're almost at where we want to get to.
If I could just take you back to pregame, when you guys turned that corner and there was like smoke all around the bus, have you ever experienced anything like that with the Canadian team before?
A little bit, but not like that. That was like, I think we were all completely surprised. We were expecting just to get to the game and do our normal routine, but when we showed up to the stadium, the bus had a hard time getting through, and it helped a lot, you know, because we knew that we had a tough game coming up, but the fans were tremendous today, and not just during the game, but before the game, as you say. So it was just an unbelievable moment that we all got to share together.
Thanks, Sam. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peter Galindo, followed by Joshua Cloak.
Hey, Sam, congratulations on the victory. What did you make of how you guys defended, not just as defenders, but as a unit defensively out there?
Yeah, you know, we're a brotherhood, right? We work hard together. We want to be the team in CONCACAF that concedes the fewest goals. And we knew it was going to be a difficult game. The U.S. have some top players. We knew we were going to concede chances, but our mentality was super strong, and we just stayed together. And I thought we defended quite well, given the circumstances of the game. And we're just delighted to get 3 points. We know that if we keep a clean sheet, we have enough quality in the front attacking areas to get goals. And we were able to do that today.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. Joshua Cloak, please.
Hey, Sam, bit of a strange question, but where does this team's swagger come from?
I think the swagger comes from our brotherhood. We have so much confidence in each other. We've all grown up together. We've all grown up in this last cycle through John Herdman. And I think when we see ourselves go to the US and get a result, when we go toe to toe with Mexico, our confidence grows. And we've always been humble and confident in our ability. And now that we're able to show it on the biggest stages, it can only add to our confidence. And when we got people like Tejan, like Kyle, like Jonathan, David that are playing in top European clubs, there's no reason for us to not have this confidence. When we have a good coach like John behind us, giving us our organization and our tactics, there's nothing we can't do. We're a team that doesn't fear anybody. We've said that from the beginning, and now we're starting to see the fruitions of our labor.
It just seems to me like you guys are just playing free and kind of playing easy. Like, do you think that's contributing to the results as well?
Yes, most definitely. You know, John does a great job of setting us up tactically to win the game. But on top of that, it's a very flexible formation and tactics that we're able to get the best out of each other. And we also want to enjoy the moment. It's not many times we can play in a qualifying cycle in front of our fans and in the biggest games. And ultimately, you just have to be present and enjoy the moment. And we're able to do that while making sure that we are where we're supposed to be on the pitch.
Thank you very much. Sam, we'll let you come back to the locker room, and we'll bring out Milan next.
Yes. Hey,
If you're there, Steve, go ahead with the opening question.
Hello.
Sorry, guys. Congratulations, Milan.
Thank you, Steve.
What's that like coming home here? Two parts here. The save, and I saw you making a snow angel right near the end of the game there in celebration. Could you describe all the feeling and that save?
Well, first of all, hi to everybody. I got a chance now to say happy birthday to my dad. First of all, it's his birthday today. So yeah, it's a perfect present for him, actually. About the game, just unbelievable. These guys don't know how to stop, man. This team is something special. It's what we've been fighting for, and I mean, we're one step close, you know, to making the history of Canada. And just like the energy that these guys bring to the field and that they brought today to the game, it's unreal. It's unreal. I mean, defensively, we played amazing. I mean, it's not just my save; it's the whole team. The whole team did just amazing job defending, and these two guys scored amazing goals, and that's about it. I mean, I don't know what to say. Really, it's too many emotions in me right now. 13 years with the program, 12, 13 years with the program. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and this is what we deserve. This is what Canada deserves. It's just unbelievable. Some unbelievable feeling.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Thank you. Chris Jones, followed by Joe Callahan, please.
Congratulations, Milan. Amazing game, obviously. Can I ask what you said to the team in the center of the field when you were in that circle? It seemed like quite an emotional moment.
Yeah, I just told them that the job is not done yet, that we cannot celebrate yet. There's still 4 games to play. We have a very hard game now in El Salvador, and we need to get the job done. We want to go undefeated the whole campaign. So we're not relaxing or anything. We're just staying focused, and we want to get our goal. Our dream. To go to the World Cup, and the world to respect Canada. So this is just one step closer, and just to celebrate a little bit tonight. With their families and everything, and then from tomorrow we got to concentrate and go to the El Salvador and win another game.
Thank you very much. Joe, followed by Derek, please.
Thanks, Milan. These kind of shifts, they're just not supposed to happen so quickly. Like to see a team kind of rise in a confederation like this. It's, you've mentioned that you've been with the program for 13 years, but I just wonder, can you put your finger on what has changed so quickly, and take a small step back, even on a night like tonight, and what that feels like?
I can just say 2 words: John Herdman. That's it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Derek, please.
Hey, Milan, congratulations on the win. I just want to ask you about this team kind of uniting the country. There's a lot of soccer fans here that for the longest time would cheer from wherever their family was from or wherever they were born, and then they come here and they didn't have a national team to really cheer for. But you guys now are making, basically people cheer for you guys as opposed to maybe cheer for Italy and Portugal and Chile and wherever some of us may come from. What's that like, knowing that you guys, because the team is very diverse, but you guys are kind of bringing everyone together now, they're all behind Canada?
I can say my part. You all know that I came when I was 13 years old. Canada gave my family everything. They gave a better life. They gave good schools, everything. So this is the way, my way, to return to Canada. And I think same with all other guys. It's we're one country. The Canada is multicultural country. And we fight for what's given to us. And it's given. Canada gave us peace. Better schools, better life, better everything. And this is just the way of us to return it to Canada. Just bringing them to the World Cup after 30-something years. It's it's something special. And when somebody gives you that much love and everything, you have to return it. And we're doing our best, to return that love to this amazing country.
Beautifully said, Milan. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie, and then we'll bring in the coach.
Thanks,
Charlie.
Hey,
Just
Milan,
on
obviously,
mute.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thanks. Congratulations, Milan. Just as you said, a guy who's been around this program for a long time, how have you seen this kind of rivalry with the United States sort of change, especially in the last couple of years?
I mean, it's not just US. It's against every country we play. We have to give our best. Rivalry against US, it's something special, something different. It's 2 countries. right beside each other, you know, and it's like a big derby, like Red Star and Partizan, you know. I can say it like that. And it's, you know, whenever we went to US, you know, they had 50, 60,000 people, you know, screaming at us and everything, you know, and we're tired of that, you know, not respecting us and everything. So whenever we play them, it's something special, and we give our all best, you know, just to make our country proud, and not, you know, humiliated before, you know. Before it was like you play US and they're like, oh, we play Canada, it's easy, yeah, blah blah blah, and this and that. But now when they come to us or we go there, they're scared. They're scared. Last 4 or 5 matches, they've been scared, you know, against us, because we have an amazing team, and this team just don't give up anymore. This is new Canada. This is new soccer Canada, and we're just gonna keep pushing and fighting for the new generations, and you know, we will change the football here in Canada, so
Thanks,
people could
Milan.
respect us.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Milan. You can come back to the locker room. We'll bring in the head coach, John Herdman, next.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll start with Neil Davidson and then.
Thanks, Richard. Congratulations, John.
Thanks, Neil.
A lot has happened in the 4 years since you took over this team, and I know the job's not done yet, but I think people would agree that you've caught the attention, your team's caught the attention of CONCACAF and a lot of other places in the soccer world. Did you see the potential that what we're seeing right now on that field when you took over the team?
I think in taking over the team, the very first meeting was clear that this team had to qualify for a World Cup. One, it was, you know, we said this team, this group of men would be the last group of men to earn that right. That was the first thing. And the second thing is, if we qualified, we knew we could change a football country forever. And that's what's drove us every day. It's what they hear from me every meeting, that it's bigger than us. It's way bigger than us. So that spirit, you see, you know, we all want to get to Qatar. That's one thing. There's a lot of personal agendas that are in there as well. That's human nature. That's normal. But I genuinely believe that these men know that they've got an opportunity to really leave a proper football legacy for this country moving forward.
Thank you.
Derek. Thank you.
Hey, John, congratulations on that victory. I just want a couple of thoughts on the match itself. Just the early goal, how did that kind of change the dynamic, and just a thought on being able to pull out this huge win.
Well, I think coming into the game, it's been a rough couple of days. You know, we've lost a couple of players, and you know, without Davies, without Eustachio, without Hutchinson, and then you see, you know, McKennie, Aronson, Pulisic, Musa, you know, guys that are in great form, Dest. You know, you start to look at it, and you got to know that in a game like this, there's going to be two elements. It's going to be tactical, and it's going to be about team spirit. They're the two things. And the first goal was key. I mean, once you score that first goal, you've got control now. You can take control of where you want to play the game and how you want to play the game. So we were able to adapt, you know, to allow them, similar to when we played them in Nashville, to allow them a bit more pitch control in areas, and to make sure that we were resilient. We've shown that we can do that. We've shown we can see games out, and you know, our transitional threat. I think that's it's a massive part of the identity of this team, and we were able to rely on that at the end.
And just a quick follow-up from me. I just want to ask you about the ability your team has, regardless of who's playing in what spots. It looks like you're getting the most out of these guys when they come in, however long their shift has to be. It seems like everyone is pulling in the same direction. Can you maybe just speak a little bit about the contributions that everyone seems to be making, regardless of who you're able to put on the field?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, what was pretty amazing tonight, for Jonathan Osorio, Mark Anthony Kerr, Kamal Miller, Ali Johnston. They haven't played minutes. They're still in a pre-season. That was US squad was a European team in full season, and that's the reality. They knew they had to dig in and fight for each other. They knew they had to give that bit extra. So I was just really proud of them. I mean, that was a tough test for them tonight. Really tough test. Just given where they're at, the US are a tough test on any day. But given the realities of the depth in our squad, but also just where these players were at. So, watching Liam Fraser come in again, that lad just seems to be ready to go all the time, and he has a bit of a knack against the US as well. So that was nice, and Junior coming in and contributing with his quality. But let's talk about Johnny David and Kyle Larin. You see that real quality, and Tejon Buchanan, just the X factor that they bring, and then Stephen Vittori, Ali Johnson, Kamal Miller. They were absolute rocks. And then Milan, he wasn't massively busy. He had to pull that one big save out, and he did it. That's what he can do. He's dialed in. When Milan Borjan's dialed in, he can be one of the best around. When you've seen that form in Champions League in Europe.
Thank you, Derek. Go ahead. Thank you very much, Laura.
Hey, John. I wonder if you could just talk me through what it was like getting off the bus when you arrived here today.
Oh my goodness, I've seen nothing like it. It's Laura. It's everything we've dreamed of. Look, I'm a hardcore Newcastle fan. I'm just a football fan at heart. I used to turn up to St. James's Park and used to love that walk in. That was the favourite part of the game. Sometimes the football match wasn't the best, but the walk-in was the best. The atmosphere from the fans. It's the first time I've really felt like I'm living in a football country. It was amazing. The flares were going off. It was like a Liverpool arriving for a Champions League game. It was that wild, and there's no exaggeration there. If you were in that mosh pit, it was pretty wild. The bus couldn't even get through. I mean, that's it. This is what we've dreamed of. It's absolutely what we've dreamed of, to get people excited, and people who've always had to wear an Italian shirt or a Serbian shirt, a Greek shirt. They can put them down. That's what we want them to do, and pull on their Canadian jersey now and be proud of us as a football country. And we were feeling that. And when the boys feel it, they just absorb it. There's no doubt. In the dressing room, they were buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. So, it's great to see the football fans get behind us, and you can just feel the excitement from the fans at the end of the game as well.
Armstrong, please. Thank you. Joshua, followed by Peter, please.
Hey, John, your players have been very complimentary of the changes that you've made since you came in 2018. One thing they've mentioned is your ability to help them kind of speak their beliefs into existence and just bring an incredibly positive attitude every single day. How do you do that? And what's the importance of that kind of self-belief in this team?
I keep coming back to, the team spirit. We work hard at that. We work hard on cultural elements. I've got a leadership group that put work in. They look at the challenges in each window. They look at, how they have to circumvent those challenges with their leadership style. They are very clear what they contribute as leaders to this team. There's work goes in. This isn't rock up and play football. This is a high performing group of guys that are, high quality leaders. That's the starting point. I'm a conduit in that process, but those guys have really took on that leadership responsibility, and that's why they don't break. They bind together. The tougher it gets, I think the stronger they become. I think that's been a massive part of the philosophy. And once that trust's there, then the tactical excellence, they back our tactics, they back our strategies. And players, when they're 100% behind something, you get an outcome. And then when you've got trust and the clarity of the tactical excellence, you get the chemistry. And that's what you're starting to see. Players are starting to, mask each other's weaknesses. And celebrate that others have got strengths and teams, I've been in before. You've sensed, teams can't celebrate when someone's got strength. It's an ego thing. And I think, we're at that point where there's real clarity in how we play, our identity from game to game. And there's a real trust in that people will do what they say they'll do when they get on that field. And a leadership group that will not let the team break.
Like, it just seems like this team is having fun. And I know that's a real simple way to put it, but it just looks like they're enjoying themselves more than any other team in CONCACAF. Does that matter, having fun?
Well, we're winning. There's 4 games in a row, I think. Is it 4 now? I don't know. But when you're winning, it's easy to enjoy your football. But we've had our tough times and we've had to come through them like any team. So they're enjoying the fruits of the labor I think they put in the first 2 years. It took time to bring it together. And again, we have got a long way to go. We're not qualified yet. First thing we said when we brought the boys together at the end of the game is it's not done. Like, it starts again tomorrow. We've got El Salvador. We're not there yet. We need some more points and everything from the recovery to get ready to go into heat. I won't let these boys off the hook. They'll get a little bit of time to enjoy the moment, and then we're back at it. And we got to keep staying humble. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet. 4 games to go and a few more points to put in the bag.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. Peter, followed by John Molinaro, please.
Hi, John. Congratulations on the win. Kind of a specific question here, but you mentioned yesterday that you'll have to watch the space in behind the flanks and the inside channels. Given the circumstances, tactical or otherwise, was tactically fouling the US as they transition something you trained or prepared for?
Yeah, I think you have to at this level. I think that transitional moment is just so critical, and those smart fouls is something we talk about. It is an important part of our game, and I think every team's game that pushes through. But I think you've got to look at, Weston McKennie just showed what a level he can play at. Him and Musa have really created a new edge for this US team. They were really dominant, and coming in at half time, there wasn't a tactical issue for me in terms of matching Greg's structures. It was more about the individual quality of Musa and McKennie, who really came to play today. Like, watching McKennie on the sideline, you can see he's a top level player. So whenever we got pressure, he was able to eliminate it. And at half time, it was it was about being more controlled, getting more zonal, so that we always had another cover or support within 5-10 yards of McKennie. So whenever pressure went on, there was cover to him. And you've seen that with Richie, Ali, and Tejan, how they started managing him on the side of the pitch. We couldn't let him take control of the game again. So yeah, we had to adapt a lot in that game. I mean, that US midfield is as good as I've seen in CONCACAF. That was tough today. That was really tough.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. John Molinaro, please.
Thanks, Richard. Hi, John. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, John.
John, before this international window, Kyle Larin and Jonathan David hadn't started together since match day 1. I just wanted to get your evaluation of that partnership over the last 2 games and what you've seen from that duo and how the partnership has worked in your eyes.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed watching it. I mean, we've adapted tactically without Stefan and Alfonso. And, with Alfonso, we said, like, glass half empty, glass half full when you come into a window like this. When we heard Alfonso wasn't coming in, then the first thing we said, well, this is going to give more time for Kyle and Johnny to play in more central areas and to work that partnership. And I just think in transition, John, you've seen it, they've been lethal. They've started to build that understanding of and predicting where they're going to be. I think you're starting to see that reaction time close where they just know. They know where they're going to be. And as they get on the half turn. So that is definitely improved, and that's been one of the silver linings of missing some key players that would have normally played maximum minutes.
Thanks, John. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Michael Chandler, please.
Hey, John, decent result that. So much of the narrative surrounding this program's connected to the past, things that you've not been involved with. Mathematically, you're almost sure of qualifying for the World Cup. Surely you have one eye on the future, or is it impossible?
Look, I'm just putting my fingers in my ears when you say that. I don't want to hear that at all. I know what you're saying mathematically, but look, until those points are in the bag, Michael, we are 100%, and I'm not even allowing the players to talk about the table. We've just got to go into this again with the same sort of attitude. Start again. El Salvador's a cup final. The second we take our eye off that and we start thinking about the maths, you know, I think that's the mentality that's going to hurt us. Sorry to jump in there, but it's definitely something that's close to my philosophy going through these games. Sorry, keep going. My apologies.
No. I was just going to say, like, you know, so much of everything is focused on the past. Like, you know, first win in Honduras in 37 years, first victory over Mexico in 21 years. Are you sort of tired of this program being sort of connected to the past, all these things that happened before your tenure begun?
Oh, it's a great point, because one of the key things that, you know, the players know that I've implemented is the pioneering mindset. And that's what excited about taking this job on. You know, a lot of the success is built from a long time ago. And for this generation, there's a real opportunity to pioneer every game. I mean, whenever we come into camp, we always set some clear records that we want to break, whether you're playing against a USVI or a Cayman Islands to break goal records. We celebrate all of the records after every game. You know, the players in our team meeting, we usually have a good laugh, and, you know, all the records go up and people have to make speeches, and that's what we've created. It's a big part of my philosophy, that it's, you know, be first at what we can be first at, and, you know, get the leaders to establish what are we pioneering every time we come into camp. Is there a record we can break? So we've I think broke another one tonight, going 4 in a row. So this is what we talk about prior to games, you know, what we're getting after. And that to me is just the process. And when you say we're having fun and enjoying it, you know, everyone wants to get after things. They want to be first at things. So bringing that to light, it keeps them here in the present and keeps us on task. And yeah, we just don't get lost in the past or too far in the future. It's just, you know, how can we really crush it from game to game?
All right.
Thank you, John. And John, we'll wrap up just with the last question when it comes to inspiration. Maybe just again, coming back around to the beginning of the conversation, tell us just about how these wins, how this road is going to inspire a nation.
Well, I think, you know, Canada, you know, I'm an immigrant here to Canada. You know, we've got a high immigrant population, which many of those people have come from football countries, and you know, the national team have been beaten up for so long. So I think there's a lot of people now that can, you know, rally around the sport they love and pull a red jersey on at the same time. And be proud, just be proud that we're talking about football in this country in a way that we've got stars now. We've got young star players that are going to be around for a long generation. You know, I'm sure, you know, you've got players like young Marcelo Flores might be looking after this game and, you know, wondering whether he wants to play for Mexico or Canada. There's, you know, this is what we're starting to provoke across the world when these dual passport players are looking at where they pledge their international future. So, you know, all of this is important to our success, Richard, but you know as well as I do, World Cup qualification, you know, the financial opportunity that falls with that, you know, if invested properly, can really set a country up for a long time. And then knowing we've already got 26 in the bag, you know, this country could really start setting itself up as a top 20, top 30 nation, given our population. And once this passion catches fire, I think we will make sure the best athletes come to our sport and make sure that those with dual passports wear the maple leaf.
Thank you so much. That will conclude
Thanks, team.
Our press conference. CONCACAF final round of FIFA World Cup qualifiers following a Canada 2-0 victory over USA here in Hamilton.